What's going on, Fanatics? Cole and Blake here live outside BC Place after the Lions 26-17 victory over the Calgary Stampeders in their 2024 home opener. Blake, what were your initial thoughts from the Lions' first victory in 2024?
Yeah, I mean, a victory's a victory, but there was much to be left desired. I think the Lions, they came up maybe a little too high after the whole 50 cent, everything. They came out with too much energy. VA was missing some balls. I know you're going to get to that in a minute. Calgary struck first to take a 7-0 lead, but I thought the Lions did good enough to obviously get that first victory.
So let's start offensively, Blake. Offensively, 26 points scored, so not a bad showing for the offense, but I think left a lot on the field. I think it's hard to put into words my kind of confidence level in the receiving core as of now. I love what I saw from Justin McInnis, but as of right now...
I was going to say Justin McInnis and that's it.
As of now, not much confidence in the other receivers behind them. Javon Couture left the game with a hamstring injury. Alex Hollins had a beautiful week one, but he did have a crucial drop here today. I think would have put the game out of reach, but just much to be desired on offense from the receiving core. Running the ball, we wanted to see William Stanback get a little bit featured here today. We did see that happen, but not much success running the ball on the ground. To turn things over to the defensive side, Blake, what do you think about their performance defensively?
Excuse me. Yeah, I think the defense was amazing today, especially Ben Hladek. I think he finished with 10 tackles and an interception as well. After that, I think it was technically the second Calgary drive where they drove down, they scored a touchdown, and made it 7-0 at the time. The Lions really buckled down, got a lot going. Defensive-wise, they had at least 4 sacks on the day. And one of those sacks, finally, I was just talking to my season ticket holder friends early or about midway through the third quarter. I said, you know what, it's been a game and a half. I haven't heard Christian Covington's name called at all. Like, not pass rush, nothing. Finally, on that very last Calgary Stampeders possession, he gets a sack. So that's big for his confidence. Pete Robertson on the other side had a sack as well. And then a big play that ultimately you can contribute to maybe the game-winning play where the Calgary's driving. They had a chance to take the lead potentially with a touchdown and a converted convert. The Lions get a stop. It might have been a first down until Josh Woods comes, knocks the ball free, and then heads up. He knocks it out of bounds, which turns it over to the Lions. They were able to get a field goal out of that and seal the 26-17 victory.
And sticking defensively, we were able to see the depth of defensive line come in clutch here today. You saw guys like Josh Archibald, Marcus Moore get sacks. Obviously, you mentioned Christian Covington finally getting on the board, Pete Robertson getting on the board early in the first quarter. But we've seen guys step up like Marcus Moore, like Josh Archibald in the rotation, and get sacks for the defensive. As far as defensively, honestly, I'll tip my cap to Jake Mayer. I thought he played very well today.
He did. He's still Jake Mayer.
He's still Jake Mayer. I think the questions are still out on Jake Mayer, but I will for today tip my cap. I think he played very well. Blake, to finally close things out here today, we saw Sean Waite as usual, Money as usual, kicking field goals. What were your thoughts special teams wise here today?
Yeah, I thought the special teams was so-so. They had, much like the whole team, they had a lot to be desired. Sean White's not going to be happy with his performance. He was 2 for 2 on field goals. And of course, we just mentioned that crucial 48-yarder in the final minute that ended up sealing the game. But he also had 2 PATs blocked today. And then the kickoff unit also gave up a pretty hefty return. I believe that was in the third quarter where the Stamps were able to take the ball out to the 50-yard line. So the special teams might have some stuff to work on, but overall, you're never going to complain about a win. Most importantly, the Lions are 1-1, tied with the Stampeders in the standings. I know it's extremely early. You don't look at the standings just yet, but you know what, Cole? If the Lions win on Friday night, all of a sudden the Lions are 2-1. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are 0-3. Going into week number 4. And who would have predicted that coming into the season?
I don't think anybody, but maybe yourself. I will give you some credit about that. Final thoughts here, folks. Not a pretty one here today, but all that matters is that the Lions got a victory. They come out of this victory 1-1 on the season. tied with Calgary in the Western Division, and hopefully look forward to next week taking sole possession of first place in the Western Division in the CFL. Until then, Blake, we will see you guys on Wednesday night for more Canadian Football Fanatics weekly show. Until then, stay tuned to the Canadian Football Fanatics on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Until then, we will see you guys Wednesday night.